Next up, at UFC Rio, we have Jhonata Diniz taking on Mario Pinto. Jhonata Diniz 9-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that bounce-back win over Alvin Hines. And he is taking on the undefeated 10-0, 5-0 in his last 5, 7 career finish win having Mario Pinto. These are two heavyweights that will strike. What's funny is it's a 1.5 round line, and the over is favored here, and that's because they're both kind of technical strikers. Jhonata Diniz, a good striker, clean technique. He does have good power. He throws in combinations, got good defense as well, good speed for his size and professional kickboxing experience. He is coming off that decision win over Alvin Hines, where Alvin, who is made out of refrigerator material, wasn't knocked out, and then shortly after that fight, failed for steroids. He's taking on Mario Pinto, technical striker. He takes his time. He doesn't just get after it. He tries to find a rhythm. He likes to settle in, lets his hands go. He does a good job working leg kicks. And despite having some power, he doesn't really chase it. He kind of looks to flow. His striking defense is interesting, though, because he just leans his head back. There's none of it, just leans his head back and hopes that he gets after it or out of the way. That could be a problem here because Jhonata Diniz is also a high-level striker. Jhonata Diniz has wins at this level. Jhonata Diniz has been training MMA for a little bit longer. Jhonata Diniz is a very good fighter, and I'm actually going to pick him to win here. I think we're getting a little bit of a discount on Jhonata because he didn't knock out Alvin Hines. And I understand Alvin Hines is not very good, but Diniz sort of beat him up. And Alvin just happens to be insanely durable. I had Mario Pinto picked. I had Mario Pinto written down in my notes, and then I was filming the quick pick video, and if you've watched it, you literally see me flip my pick real time because I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at the stats. I'm thinking about it. It's like, I wanted to pick Jhonata to begin with. I'm just picking him now. He's going to be the pick here. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, minus 110 on either side seems to make sense to me. Anybody that acts like they know what's going to happen in this fight, I think is fooling themselves. They either have some bias against Diniz or for Diniz in some sort of way. I'm going to pick Diniz because I think it's just an experience thing. He's got high-level kickboxing. He's got a little bit more experience in the UFC at this point as well. Mario Pinto, he seems like an undefeated young dude. Like, he just carries that attitude, and sometimes that can be a good thing, and sometimes that can be a bad thing. Sometimes you can be a little bit too casual about things. You saw that in the Austin Lane. He got a little bit casual. He got rocked a little bit, and when he got rocked, he was almost like laughing about it. Like, looked at his corner, was like kind of giggling about it. It's like, dude, you got to fucking lock in. I know he ended up swinging that right hand and knocking out Austin Lane, and good for him. And he ate that shot, and what is what it is. He's still undefeated. But I didn't like that mentality. I've seen Jhonata Diniz kind of bite down in certain situations. Obviously, the Type 4 fight, it was a doctor stoppage, but it's not like he gave up in that fight, right?
He
still wanted to keep fighting and stuff like that. If Mario Pinto comes in and smokes him, he has those abilities. I'm not going to be surprised. If Jhonata Diniz is just the more experienced guy, kind of gets in his face, and Mario Pinto starts seeing adversity at a kind of high level and starts folding, I'm not going to be crazy surprised. I'm not betting this fight because there could be an early finish. They could kind of stare at each other because they both respect each other. This could go long. This could be a decision. I have no idea what to expect with these guys. It should be a fun fight, hopefully. I know both these guys can kind of be a little bit wait for the counter strike. Diniz wants to sit on that kind of like those check hooks. Mario kind of wants a counter strike as well. So it could be a slow fight. Over 1.5 could be interesting. Minus 175. It is what it is. I'm picking Diniz just based off more of a experience in this kind of department. But, Mario seems like he could be a prospect, but we'll see. I think this is who is real. That's how I see this fight. Like, who is going to be actually, okay, let's start pushing them to the top 15, and who's going to be kind of fraudulent. I think this is the fight to kind of weed out which one of those is actually going to be a close to a top 15 guy in the heavyweight division. It's probably a good fight to have, and it'll be interesting. But I'm taking Diniz.
Yeah, and Jhonata obviously got finished by Marcin Tybura, but a couple of notes there. Marcin Tybura is a top 10 heavyweight, has been for a very long time. He also almost had Marcin knocked out. Like, he had him in a lot of trouble. Then he just ended up on the ground, and he sucks on the ground. I don't think it's going to matter in this fight. So, ultimately, I started on the Mario side, went ahead and flipped it. This could be a really fun fight, or this could be a low-volume hangout on the outside sort of jab fest because they're both afraid of the power. Either way, this is what we've got. A heavyweight fight. on the main card. It's 2 strikers. One of them's from Brazil, fighting in Brazil. Let's hope for some excitement. $7,900 in DraftKings Fantasy. Logic will say that whoever wins this fight should win by finish, so pick your side and jump in. If you want to check out what the tools have to say, we have an artificial intelligence. We have a fight simulator that simulates fights 100,000 times. We have tape index. If you want to do your own research, check it all out. Unlock it instantly. It's $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. While we're live, we always got people in here and everybody wants to be a genius. The Prophet said, I ain't no fool. I said Zalal by sub last card when nobody said Zalal. Jacob literally bet on Yusuf Zalal to win by submission. Joe Pfeiffer via sub when nobody said, or when everybody, he's mixing up everybody and nobody. But Jacob was on those, buddy. Good job. But Jacob was on those as well.